Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are just now finding my channel, my name is Hannah. I am a professional hairstylist, and on this YouTube channel, we talk about everything beauty, from hair, skin, nails, being a hairstylist, you name it, we talk about it. On my Instagram, I did a poll to see if you guys wanted me to talk about my hair extensions. I got some really good feedback. You guys really wanted to see this video, so I figured this would be the perfect time. I am on vacation. As you can tell, I'm in a different scene right now. I am in Tampa, Florida. I figured I would go ahead and film this video now because once I get back home, I'm probably gonna take these out and give my hair a little breather. So I have had extensions for about 16 weeks now. My first set I had for about 8, maybe 9 weeks. In between, I took like a week break, but just to kind of touch on what type of extensions these extensions are Bellamy Pro tape-in extensions. These are 20 inches and I ordered them in white. The reason I went to Bellamy Pro route was because I wanted something with higher quality, something that was going to last me for a while that I could reuse a couple of times. I really wanted something that I could use heat products on and as well be able to kind of tone them if I need to or color them to match my hair. So I did order these in white. The reason being because my hair is already pretty late as it is on the ends. I've been blonding for about 3 years now. I figured that white would be kind of the closest, and if I needed to tone it to match my hair, then I would have that option. So whenever I got these, I actually kind of like the color of them, and normally I'm like a super ashy blonde, but I was like, well, like I can deal with these. So I actually have a girl that just does my color, and then I have a friend that just does my tape-ins. So the girl that does my color, I just had her kind of match my hair to these. Usually you would customize your extensions to your natural hair, but it turned out really good. It blended perfectly, so everything was well. I would recommend tape-ins for if you are like a little bit thinner, if you're looking to kind of add some fullness to your hair, tape-ins would be great. If you're just looking for like length for a little while, tape-ins would be awesome. The reason why I got extensions, I'm not thin, but I'm also not thick. My hair grows really fast, but honestly, I was just too impatient to wait for it to get this long. I will kind of show you how long my natural hair is. So this is my natural hair. I would say probably about collarbone length now. Whenever I originally got them, my hair was probably like right above my shoulders. So I've grown a lot. I do typically grow pretty fast, but the reason I did get them was because I kind of just didn't want to wait and I wanted the length like right now. Price wise, Bellamy Pro is a little bit more expensive, but it is high quality, so you're paying for what you get. So I ordered about 5 packs, which I thought I was going to end up using at least like 4. I only used 2.5, so it actually turned out really good because I only used half of what I ordered. So then whenever I wanted to move these up, instead of having to change the tape and do everything right there, I could just take out my old ones and then switch out with the brand new ones that I haven't used yet. So that worked out really well. With a higher quality tape-in extension, you can reuse them. I'm not sure how much they're recommended to be reused. I've seen anywhere from like 3 times. I was watching a video the other day of this girl that said she has reused hers like 7 times. I'm not sure what brand hers were though. But moral of the story, if you take care of them, they're gonna last you a little bit longer. You'll be able to kind of reuse them a couple more times. If you have never done them before, don't try to do them on yourself. Definitely don't recommend. As far as like blending your extensions, I never really cut mine just because I have a layered cut to begin with, so it really blended well anyways. The only thing I really did was, I used to have bangs, so these were pretty short whenever I first got them. So what I did was I kind of went in myself and I just gave myself like some pieces in the front. I didn't with this set just because my hair is getting longer, so these pieces look more of like a face framer. But whenever I first got them, they were super short, so I added some more like face framers into my actual extensions just to kind of make it look like it was blended more in the front. But that's really all as far as like blending goes. Obviously, if you have shorter hair or thicker hair, you definitely want to get them blended. So they're really easy to put in, and they're, I mean, not the best to take out and switch, but beauty is pain. As long as you have a higher quality tape-in extension, you're able to use heat products on it still. You're able to kind of treat it as you would your real hair. I would say they're pretty gentle on your hair as long as they are put in and taken out correctly, and as long as you are taking care of them. Another good pro with tape-in extensions is they're pretty light. Obviously, the longer you go, the heavier they're gonna get. The more you put in your hair, it's gonna be a little bit more heavier. I wouldn't say that you can like do anything crazy with your hair, because now you kind of have to hide your tape-in extensions as far as like the weft goes. So you can't do any like tight braids, which I do miss doing, and just certain styles that you can't really do with tape-in extensions. But obviously it's still nice that I can pull my hair up and get it out of my face if I need to. So as far as like how long they last, depends on how well you're taking care of them, 1. 2, how fast your hair is growing, and 3, how much you like to keep up with your color. I would say they last anywhere from 6 to 10 weeks. I try to push mine to 10 weeks. Last time I only got to 9, but this is my 9th week now. So I'm trying to push that extra week. The reason being is my color is already pretty low maintenance anyways. I'm really busy. The girls that do my hair are really busy. So it's hard for me to get in every 6 weeks to move them up. And that's just like, I can hide them for that extra couple of weeks. It does get a little pricey as far as like in salon. Obviously, like I'm able to kind of take them out and everything, so that kind of saves me money. Obviously, if you're not able to do that and you have a professional doing it, from what I understand, basically moving them up, it's based off of your stylist, how she's charging it. Also, it depends on if you're getting color with your move up. Sometimes it can depend on the length, the quality, if the salon is buying it for you or if you're bringing them in. So it all kind of depends a little. I would say it ranges anywhere from 200 to 1,000. It all just kind of depends on your hair, if you like to get color with them, if you like to get them customized, how often you're moving them up. Yeah, they can definitely get a little pricey. With 5 packs, I think altogether, I also got another like pack of replacement tapes for whenever I was changing them myself. So I think altogether plus shipping was like $1,300. But like I said, you pay for what you get. I'll be able to use these a couple of times. As far as the maintenance goes, I treat my extensions as my real hair. So I use serums on them, I use leave-in conditioners, I use heat protectants. I really want to keep these as healthy as I can. I like to use Paul Mitchell gloss drops on the ends throughout the day to kind of give them shine, because sometimes they can get a little dull. Obviously, you have to be very careful whenever you're detangling your hair. Washing is a little bit tricky just because it's a little bit harder to get like your scalp really, really clean, because you have tape-ins to kind of like move around. Speaking of washing, if you are going to have tape-ins and you have high quality ones and you are wanting to take care of them, you really have to pay attention to the type of shampoos and conditioners that you're using on them. If you're using a bad one, you will know, because your hair will tell you. So definitely use one with sulfate free. If they're colored, definitely make sure it's sulfate free and like a color protect shampoo. I wouldn't wash them more than 3 times a week. I do use a purple shampoo on mine. I only use a purple shampoo like once every other week. I do work out and everything, so obviously I'm gonna get a little oily, so dry shampoo is definitely gonna be your best friend. Obviously, like the obvious things, you don't want to pull on them really hard. When they do grow out, the grow out process is a little bit tricky because you don't really feel it like the first like 6 weeks, and then after that like 6 weeks is whenever things like start to show a little more, so you really have to style your hair. Like after 6 weeks, I can't wear my hair straight anymore because the tapes are starting to grow out too far to where my hair is starting to separate over them, if that makes sense. After that like 6-week mark, I definitely have to curl them or like wear my hair up or in a bun or in like 2 braids or 1 braid or something, just to kind of hide them a little bit better. So that does kind of suck. Those last like couple of weeks are so annoying, but I mean, you got to deal with it. Obviously, if you are on a budget, you can definitely look at some like cheaper ones, but I would definitely be careful with like putting heat and stuff like that on them. If you are going to a stylist to get them, I would definitely ask them what line they're using. Do your research on them before you even get them. Make sure that that is something that you are going to want to stick with, because they are kind of a commitment. Once they're in, they're in. It's a lot harder to take them out than to put them in. Yeah, definitely make sure that you are committed to these before you get them. You will notice like sometimes some will slip. I haven't really had any like fallout in the past 16 weeks. I think I've literally had 1 fallout by itself. That was really it. So they don't really like fall out. Sometimes they'll slip, so they'll get like the sticky will kind of slip. So I will kind of show you. So this is what it looks like in your hair. Obviously this is super grown out, so this will kind of give you an idea of like what it looks like whenever it's grown out. So basically how tape and extensions work is it's basically 2 double-sided tapes. So you have your weft and you have another weft. You take your weft, you put it under your hair, and then you take like a super thin slice of your real hair, and you kind of like sandwich it together. So your real hair is in the middle, and that's how it kind of like stays on. In beauty college, they taught us to use a flat iron to bond it. Don't do that. All you need to do is really squeeze it. If you want to, you can use like pliers to kind of make sure it's really like squeezed together. You don't want to use heat on it because it will melt to your hair and it will be 10 times harder to get out of your hair. Try your hardest not to put any heat on that actual tape. Whenever you do like get them out, you definitely want to give them like a really good wash. Obviously, if you're going to a stylist, she'll probably do that for you before she puts them back in. Obviously, if you're coloring them on your own, definitely be super careful because they grab everything. Just like I said, with purple shampoo, the reason why I only use purple shampoo on my hair once, like every other week, is because it will grab like quick. So you really have to be careful how long you're leaving it on there, what color you're using, what brand you're using, everything like that. Once I get back home, I'll be at like 10 weeks, so I will be taking them out. I think I might leave them out for a little, we'll see. I like to give my hair a little break and really get my hair like touched up color-wise and give it some like nice breathing time. Do a lot of masks, everything like that, because I do put a lot of heat on my hair now, more than I did before, because I kind of have to style it. Oh, also, whenever you are shampooing on your shampoo days, you definitely want to blow dry whenever you get out of the shower. That just helps kind of blend everything together. Sometimes, I will be honest with you, I get a little lazy, and because it's a lot of work to blow dry all this hair. So I will get a little lazy and I'll just blow dry it like halfway. I've never really had a problem with it like not blending that way, but obviously you're better off to completely dry it. Use your heat protectant, serums, oils, everything like that to really keep it as healthy as you can, keep that shine going, make sure that you're not burning it. So far, I mean, all in all, I absolutely love my tape and extensions. I think they're so pretty. They're so fun to like play with and to have like instant length, for me at least. But yeah, I'm definitely ready for a break just because it's been so long and it's summer, so it's kind of hot. So that's another kind of downside of trying them out in the dead of summer. That wasn't very smart of me, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can definitely comment below. If you want to head to my Instagram, I will link that below. I try to keep you guys updated on there as well. I'll be doing like more polls on what kind of videos you guys want to see. If you guys would like to like, subscribe, and comment below, that would be awesome. Go ahead and give me a follow on Instagram. Thank you guys for your continued support. I appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, so if you would like to have hair like me,